Okay, for today's expression comes from a boxing term. It's a 1-2. You got hit with a 1-2 or a 1-2 punch. A 1-2 punch is basically like someone is starting to hit you with the first punch and then they follow up with another punch really fast with the other hand. So basically a 1-2 punch is they hit you first and then they surprise you with another punch. And so the opponent is kind of surprised, shocked. Maybe it's going to make the match turn, I guess, against their favor, so that they might lose. So they have to respond. They have to be able to respond to that. And it's really hard to respond to a 1-2 punch because you're shocked. You know, you've been punched in the face twice. So a 1-2 basically describes a moment where you have been hit with a surprise, either at work or in a relationship or anything like that. Somebody surprised you with something really bad and you didn't expect it. And sometimes there can be like two things that surprised you. So a 1-2 is basically like a 1-2 punch in boxing. So a good way to use it is maybe your boss has like a meeting to conduct with a team of people, and it was supposed to be next week, so you should have some time to prepare. But suddenly your boss comes in and says, okay, the meeting is tomorrow, you're going to lead the meeting. So suddenly your boss surprised you with two different things. That's a 1-2. Your boss hit you with a 1-2 punch. Or if, let's say you have a verbal agreement with a vendor or a buyer. I'm sorry, we'll just say a buyer. You have a verbal agreement with the buyer. It's not complete yet, but you have a pretty good relationship with them. And then suddenly your competitor comes in and takes up your buyer. And then you have, you lost your contract. You lost your possibility of getting that buyer. And you didn't expect it. You didn't see it coming that the competitor was working with them. So that's also a 1-2. You got hit with a 1-2. It's basically saying that you got outsmarted, and then you have to try to reassess and figure out what to do from there to respond. And that's our expression for today.